Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back again with another video for you guys today. If you're new to the channel and you like the content that I create, please consider subscribing, like, comment, share the video. Without further ado, let's get into this manga first impressions video. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about Otaku Elf. Looking at Volume 1 of Otaku Elf, art and story are done by Akihiko Higuchi, and it's published by 7 Seas Entertainment. So what exactly is Otaku Elf all about? Well, it's about a young girl. Her name is Koganei, and Koganei works as a shrine maiden. She's just a not newish shrine maiden, but she's like just been promoted to the rank of Miko, I think it's called. And she works for the Takamimi Shrine, and she has a role to run the shrine and look after the deity of the shrine, which is our elf named Elda. She is an otaku. She got summoned to this world hundreds of years ago, and she's a bit of a homebody. She doesn't want to go outside. She doesn't want to do her shrine duties to help people within the community. She kind of just wants to sit around, play video games, watch anime, build models, and doesn't really want to go out and do anything. Koganei helps her out on a daily basis, usually after school and whatnot. Usually is Elda's caretaker. After a big fight, because Elda doesn't want to do her shrine thing, she gets mad at Elda. Koganei runs off, and Elda goes off and finds her. And then they kind of make a pact to basically go see the sights and sounds of Tokyo, because Elda has never really experienced the modern setting of Tokyo, because she's been shut away for quite some time within the shrine, because she doesn't necessarily want to go out and see everything, because she's scared, and she's like, outside world bad, inside world's good, just leave me alone with my video games. I don't like people. People are scary because they make fun of my big ears. That's basically what she said. So that's kind of the synopsis of our book. So it's basically like a comedy slice of life manga. I really liked the interaction between Koganei and Elda. That was probably honestly the best part. And Koganei being the straight man to Elda's goofball-ness. There's not much to say. It's really like a scenario by scenario type of situation. They're trying to do the shrine things that they have to do, and Koganei is trying to fully become a Miko, I believe it's called, and Elda's not wanting to do it. But you know, it's really cool that Koganei is trying to get Elda out of her shell and, you know, see the world and experience the world for all its, you know, the cool wonders that it has. And that's kind of how the book is set up. You know, you get a lot of really funny things that go on, like Elda's addicted to energy drinks. You know, she kind of gets bribes from the community, like by giving her like PlayStations and stuff like that, and she might give them like a good like fortune or something like that. You know, it's really funny seeing the way they interact with each other, and how Elda kind of brings this knowledge that she has learned over the years to Koganei, and telling her a little bit about the history of Tokyo in a way, which is a really interesting concept. I learned quite a bit from this book. There were things that I didn't know about shrines that I actually learned in this, and I felt like it was fairly informative. A fairly informative manga that was wrapped up in a comedic scenario, to say the least. The artwork is actually really well done. I actually like all of the artwork that we get in the manga. It's very, very well done. A lot of it is Miko and Elda, not Miko, Koganei and Elda. See, there's where she's using her PS Vita set right there. It's fun. It's this nice, wholesome, slice of life manga that actually doesn't have any ecchi stuff in it, which I was very surprised about. I thought it could go down the ecchi route, but it doesn't. It just has a nice friendship between an elf and her caretaker, and that's kind of it, you know. The only downside I could say about this manga that I have is there were some things that I didn't quite understand. There's some stuff, like history stuff, that they bring out in this, and I was like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. So I kind of lost interest. Or when they're talking about food and like the history of certain kinds of food, my attention kind of waned a little bit. But I didn't think it was that big of a thing to like quite gripe about. It was just a tiny little nitpick that I just kind of lost interest in it. But I did actually really enjoy this manga, and I hope to see where it goes. And it looks like it's going to go into some very interesting scenarios where they're going to run into maybe some other elves or some people that Elda might have known in the past. But yeah, it was fun. I liked seeing all the little sight gags with like Gundams, and like Elda has a fascination with like Happy Meal toys, which is pretty funny. And she like kind of nerds and geeks out about stuff, and Koganei is like, okay, I guess, whatever. Let's do the shrine stuff. And Elda's like, I don't want to do the shrine stuff. No, we're gonna watch anime, build models, and play video games. And and let's read some manga too. You know, that's kind of it. You know that it was a very well told manga. It's just the history stuff I kind of lost interest in, but it's something I honestly can look past, and I actually probably could learn a thing or two about the history of shrines in Japan, and things like that and whatnot. It is what it is. But this was a lot of fun. Highly recommend you guys check it out. It originally was called Shut In Elf, but then they changed the title to Otaku Elf. So if it's called Shut In Elf somewhere else, let me know. But yeah, it's a fun read. Go check it out. I think you guys will really enjoy it, especially if you like slice of life manga and comedic manga. It's really funny, especially if you like a lot of the stuff that Elda likes, and she's trying to explain it to her non-nerdy compatriots. You might get a laugh out of it. I got a laugh out of it. I thought it was funny, Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this manga first impressions of Otaku Elf. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm Otaku Mike. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.